We're here now. We're fucking here now. After 10 fucking minutes of technical difficulties, we fucking got it. Honestly, today's episode is about resilience. That's what today's episode is actually about. Because Brian and Julius came here today, man, in this pouring rain, trying to shoot episode 13. We had technical difficulties. Guess what? We might be crack addicts, but we are fucking back at it. Outrageous. That's it. So it's episode 13, guys. We're on a roll, and we're just trying to spin the ball a little bit more. We have a guest from my old high school, actually, ironically, at the studio. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. It's your girl Narmina.
100.
And fun fact, and Zodiac sign. Boom.
I'm a Leo.
Oh.
I don't like that.
I'm a Leo too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you in August?
August.
Then that's different.
What was that?
What? Wait, we getting into it. What does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
Because it's two different. Like, y'all different.
If it's a Leo, we're all If it's a lion and I eat meat, then I'm still a lion.
That's what you think, but y'all too much for me.
Oh, okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Could we have examples of how August Leos are too much?
Like, what makes an August Leo?
From a July.
From a July Leo. Are you like late July? Like, I'm going to say like July 30th.
July 29th.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, actually, someone said the same thing about me with like July and like cancers. Like, there was like, oh, are you a July Cancer? Or you like a June Cancer? And I'm like, I'm a July Cancer. He's like, all right, good.
Yeah, but every zodiac is like that. It's like one zodiac, but it's like 2 different months. So.
But you don't think you have like a bias? Because you said like August Leos are too much and you're a July Leo.
But I'm not too much. I'm very laid back. They do too much for me.
Okay. Well, that depends. Yeah. Not to get into the astrology.
Oh, yeah.
But like, there's sun, there's the rising, and there's the moon. So it depends on like where your rising and your moon is. Let's talk about it now, right? Let's talk about it.
All right, let's get
because
into it.
For me, my rising is Aquarius. So I come off as like quirky. You get me? Like I come off as like doing backflips off the wall and stuff, like a little out there, whatever, or like ditzy at times and stuff. Brian, you don't know your rising.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's fine. What is your rising?
Libra.
That's why you're laid back. All fucking Libras are laid back. I think hot take, I think Libras are the ones. Libras are like one of those signs where just like they're irresistible, but you can't explain why. You just can't explain why. Like, you can't get enough of a Libra. And I've gotten enough of my fucking Libras in the past. You're crazy. Okay. But Narmina, do you see how that flows off? That flows off really smooth because, like, when I was asking your name and you said Narmina, is like, I'm bad at names. So I have to, like, sound it out, like, multiple times for me to, like, get it and stuff.
He was, like, parting it in two. I'm like, why are you saying it like that?
Narmina. Because, like, it's 3 syllables. Narmina.
Yeah.
You see how it sounds better because I'm practicing.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to resilience. You got to fucking practice. You want to get good at something. That's it. So what we're about to ask you now isn't necessarily practice, but more so like your career and stuff. So what when I went stalker mode, all right, I'm gonna edit that part out. I'm not gonna say stalker mode.
Wait, you stalked me?
We need
not stop. Research. There we go. The R word. Research. You feel me? Because like, you know, if we have someone on the show, we gotta make sure that let's find out what's about this person's about. That makes sense to me, right? And the I wouldn't say not glaring because that's the wrong word. I think the big factor that was like, okay, she does this modeling, because modeling, like, it's a big thing. Like, technically, we're all models if you really want to get to it. Like, we're all models. Like, you know, we model our clothes, we go outside, we model the world. That's really what it is. But like, when we saw your highlights and stuff, like, it really was like, bro, you've been doing this. Yeah. It looks like you've been doing this for a while. So it's just like, how did you get into modeling per se?
Oh boy. I started in Midwood actually.
Oh, at Midwood.
Junior year, I did Kwanzaa Fest.
Mm.
And once I got in modeling over there, I'm like, damn, I actually like this.
Okay.
And then ever since then, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep doing this.
You're gonna keep doing it. That's actually, I do remember actually faintly too that you were like, no, I'm not even joking. Like sidebar, like ultra sidebar right now. Like, I was never into like the shows, like the Kwanzaa Fest and like the sing and stuff like that. But like, it was always a nice celebration every year. So I remember you modeling at Kwanzaa Fest. I was like, huh. That's literally what I said. I remember me saying that and stuff.
Cringy as fuck.
Honestly, it makes me feel better. Like high school, I was not cool in high school. Actually, I can admit that in high school, I just wasn't like, I didn't really, not only did I not really apply myself, but like I was really to myself. You feel me? Like I would make up scenarios in my head and be like, yo, this is how the world is. And like, no one's moving this way. Nobody's moving this way. So, I mean, at the end of the day, in college is when I really kind of got my shell out and whatnot. But looking back at high school, it could have been a lot better and whatnot. But the fact that you like were modeling for Kwanzaa, it means like, did you have like some sort of popularity in like Midwood?
Oh, I hated Midwood. Like,
Wow.
I knew people, but I wasn't. I hated it.
Why did you hate Midwood? So I mean Midwood was bad, but it wasn't like that bad.
Yeah, but I was like to myself. I felt like everybody was fake. I wasn't trying to get myself into shit.
Okay. Did you attempt to make friends there first? I mean, yeah, you had friends there, yeah. But it's just like
I had little groups here and there, but I wasn't like fiending to, you know. It was like school, okay, Kwanzaa Fest practice or sing practice, and at home.
Damn.
Yeah, like
you was working full time since high school.
Yeah.
Were you nervous when you did, like how'd you feel before applying yourself and then after the fest?
Well, I originally auditioned like sophomore year. I didn't get it. I got turned down, and I was like a little upset about that. Cause I'm like, damn. Right?
Boo.
But I'm like, matter of fact, I'm gonna try again junior.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I got it, and then I was like, all right.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Look, and we just got back what was already ours. Outrageous.
So so you practicing during the or practicing for the show, what did you like about it that you applied to modeling?
Just like the energy rush. Like when you're on the stage and you have eyes on you, I like some people don't like that, but like
I definitely don't like that.
I love that.
You just like the rush.
The rush, yeah.
Okay.
Like you black out when you go on stage, and then
Oh,
it's like
okay.
That's not
So
dangerous.
it's like
it's like
a feeling. Like you're just feeling all right.
If you love what you do, you're gonna like it.
100.
But it scares me because like literally I was on TikTok the other day and some girl was like, fans would be like, oh, how is it like performing up there and like singing in front of all those fans and thousands of people? And she was like, I black out.
Exactly.
And it's like, it's weird. How do you black out though? Like, isn't that not dangerous? If I black out drunk, honestly, I would be kind of like depressed for like at least a week because I don't know what happened. Like you can, I mean, it's nice that you're going up there and like that does take a level of confidence as well too. Like to just be like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna just do me and then y'all just gonna eat it up.
Yeah.
Y'all just gonna eat it so it don't matter. But at the same time, it's just like, wonder if you do something that you didn't want to do, but since you were blacked out there, like you just end up doing it. Like that doesn't, do you look at your old modeling like videos? Okay. Sometimes.
But the Kwanzaa Fest ones, I cringe.
Why?
Like, I don't know. Ew.
That was me in fucking high school.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
But like, I don't. Well, actually, no. She has a point because in my high school, I don't look at any of my high school photos. I don't look at any of my high school photos.
But wait, that's the growth. Like, damn, I came from here and then looking now.
I mean, look, I'm still growing. I'm gonna just be real.
Okay.
I'm still growing.
Okay.
I mean, granted, I'm not as cringy as I was before because it's a good thing we weren't friends in high school because I was just a loser. Like, it was really bad. I mean, not to like bring down myself or like bring you down and stuff like that, but like look at myself back in high school.
You
is
grew
just
as a person.
I grew a lot, and I thought I was very conservative too. Nah, let's not get into me. Let's not get into me because it's
about you today.
It's about you today and stuff. Like, so you say that you cringe at your old like Kwanzaa Fest and like high school stuff, but like, how did you really see yourself in high school then?
Compared to now.
I was just compared to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't as confident. Like I was faking it for the most part, but I think that's what got me through it because I'm like, fake it till you make it. And
100. Believe that.
now my confidence is up there, so.
Goodness, I think that kind of goes with your aura too, because like you talk very like melodically, just like just smooth. Like, hey, I'm gonna just do this, and I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna shout at you. I'm not gonna raise my voice. Like, do you think that you going up in your modeling career, like it kind of just, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of like transitions like how you just interact with people in life now, where it's just like, I'm just gonna do what I have to do. Do you feel very, because I know you said you were a Leo, and I know Leo signs are fire, and I know fire signs could be argumentative at times. At times. Like, obviously, there's other ways to argue. Like, you can silent argue or you can, like, scream argue. But they're argumentative. So, like, do you catch yourself argumentative at times?
All I'm going to say.
Uh-oh.
Nah, that's funny.
Ding, ding, ding.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, because once I get heated. Like, that's why I'm very, like, calm and laid back. Because I know once I get there, it's over.
Oh, nah, that's scary.
So I feel like all Leos are like that. But it also depends on the person. Because I have anger issues, so.
Okay, that's fair, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to hit the button like as fast as possible, but I fucking couldn't hit the button.
So like, all right, we're about to get into this. So like,
Leo to Leo. I wonder how Leos interact with each other. Leo to Leo. Go ahead.
Nah, the funny thing is, one of my best friends is a July Leo, and we don't really bump heads, but like, you could like sense. We don't know. We like love each other, but like, you could tell like
there's tension.
Not tension, but like.
It's literally too.
No, we're competitive. We're competitive a little bit. But back into it, like you being a Leo and you being laid back, how are the men to you in the modeling industry? Like the men in the modeling industry and the men outside of the modeling industry. So like someone wants to DM you or someone sees you on the street, how is it different?
And actually, before you even answer this too, like sometimes people, when people see that you don't really like have like 1 million followers and stuff, they feel more confident to like DM somebody and stuff like that. So like, do you feel as if like people just come to you in the comments where like, oh, well, she doesn't have like a million people, then like I can talk to her?
Yeah, my DMs be looking crazy.
I'm telling you, it is scary. It is scary. Do you remember that trend that happened where it was just like confessions? You just posted it, and then niggas would just be like, "I wanted you this whole time," or like, "I'll eat this for you, I'll do this for you." Like it was. Did you ever do one of those?
On Facebook?
Not on Facebook. It was on Instagram.
No.
Okay, it's a good thing you didn't, because honestly, I really do not know who is out there talking like that.
Oh wait, you're talking about the link?
Yeah, the link thing.
I did it once.
Oh, okay.
What?
I did it.
What's the craziest thing you heard? Well, one of the craziest things you heard.
I mean, they were just talking about they want to fuck me and all of that. Like, relax.
Talk about they're gonna turn you out.
Like, yeah, there's some crazy shit.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like. Do you feel like it's more of a turn off when guys like flock themselves up before they talk to you?
Yeah.
So how can a guy talk to you for people watching?
Don't.
Don't fucking talk to me. That's real shit. You can't argue with that, man. Just don't talk to me. I'm unlinkable.
But no, just start a friendship. Like, why are you feeding? Just, we can take it slow, start a friendship, get to know each other, and then, see from there.
Bro, that's maturity right there. You feel me? I think the problem is, and that's why I never really understood like dating apps like Tinder and like, Grindr, all that good stuff.
Boy, I've been on that.
But I've been on that. I've been on the roster and stuff. But for me, it's just like I feel like shit like that is like forced. You know what I mean? Like you said, like I also believe in like starting your friendship first. Just trying to get to know. If you can hang out with them without it being like sexually like and like drived and stuff like that or like driven, then that can be like that can be the recipe for a really good and solid relationship. And all about solid relationships and stuff. I mean, also too, like people are also in a space now where like, especially where we live on nowadays, like people don't want to waste time, I guess. It's not to say that like they don't want to be your friend per se, but it's just like
they got their shit going on.
They probably just got their shit going on, and they might look at you or they might look at somebody else and they be like, okay, well, I got a lot of stuff going on, and emotionally I not might be here right now to give her what she might want or need, but I still want something out of her and stuff. So is that something that like kind of bothers you? That do you run into men that just don't like commit too much or like just do their own thing or whatever?
I mean, if a man is like that, I'm gonna tell him straight up, I'm not your therapist. Like, I'm not. If you not good yourself, cause listen, I'm not good myself right now, and I know, like, I'm not supposed to be in a relationship right now. So I'm single by choice, cause I'm working on my shit,
Okay.
So if a man can't do that and be straight up with me, then he's not the man for me.
Maturity.
Just maturity, honestly. Resilience, that's it, to be honest with you. But also, like, you say that, and, like, I 100% agree. And then some people might look at that and be like, oh, well, you don't know other things I got going on, stuff like that. Like, people might take rejection as, like, a attack on their character. And I think that's, like, something that, like, we all really have to work on and stuff. Like, if it's not good to you, it's not good for you. Come on now. If it's not good to you, it's not good for you, to be honest with you.
So for modeling, how do you practice? Like, if you wanna get better in something, you practice at it a lot. So how do you practice at modeling?
I used to not know how to walk in heels, so I had to, like, put them on in my house and walk around. Yeah.
Bro, those are humble ass beginnings.
What are there like crazy practices that you know other women models do that you would have to do? Like anything else like, yo, this is crazy?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I just kind of got the hang of it right away.
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, her body was made for it. I was going to hit the bomb bucket earlier and shit, to be honest with you. I can only imagine, too, because, like, sometimes, like, I'll try to, like, fake model myself. Be like, all right, let me try to do this and try to look like this person and this person. But, like, it's so, for me, like, I get subconscious now. Because, like, I'd rather take a picture of somebody than them to take a picture of me and stuff. So, like...
You got to practice.
But I feel like if you know you look good, the fit is nice. You want the you want the picture.
Okay, but there are days where, like, I'll go outside, right, and, like, I'll have my fit. I'm confident in my fit. I'm like, I bet, like, I look good. But I'll be outside some days, and I'll come home and I'll be like, you know what? Not enough people saw me, so I have to go back outside. And I'll go back outside, and it's like, okay, I should probably take a picture or something, or like take like a little photo dump, something for the photo dump, you know, a little picture to let people know, like, hey, like, this is my outfit today. But, like, I'll put the camera, like, let's say I'm by myself. Everyone knows this. You pop your camera off somewhere, like, on the street, and then you put the face camera on, and you have to put the timer on, because, like, you can't click and then be in position at the same time. So I'll try to, like, take a picture of myself, but I can't, because I'm too self-conscious. Like, I feel like once the camera's in front of me and, like, no one's there to, like, coach me, I'm fucked up. So, like, how do you deal with, like, do you ever get feelings of this, like, self-consciousness, like, when you, like, model or just take pictures of yourself?
I say this in the humblest way, no.
Wow, okay.
But let me tell you why, because it's just a picture. You don't got to overthink it like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's just you. And especially if you're alone taking pictures, it's just you. It's like, what are you worried about? We overthink a lot, and that's the problem.
100.
That is some really good advice, actually. Because, like, I'll take a picture of myself, and then I'm like, nah, this is not gonna good. This is not gonna look good. But sometimes the iPhone pictures be really fucking violent. Sometimes, like, you know, the reverse camera, I look uglier. I am not that ugly, guys.
So
not
wait,
that ugly.
so how long? All right, so you're about to post something on Instagram. How long does it take for you to pick the photos and make sure everything is right? Like, you switch and just do everything. How long does it take you to, like, post something, even as little as your story?
Well, my story takes about, like, 5 minutes. Because I'm like, I have OCD. I have to make sure it's, like, perfect. I don't know. I have problems. And then for the actual post, it's, like, 30 minutes. Because I'm, like, taking my time, scrolling. I'm playing music. The music got to be playing because I got to set the vibe.
Okay.
I'm going to try that.
Believe that.
But now, speaking of music, so what music that do you play to help you, like, think what to post?
Anything, to be honest.
Does it?
Whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
Does it depend on the genre or artist about the photos you post?
No. I just play whatever.
You play whatever on the playlist.
Put it on shuffle and that's it.
Shuffle. You remember when the iPod Shuffle came out? Nah, that was a good time. That was a good time. A lot of people might listen to this, might not know what the iPod Shuffle is.
Jeez.
We're going to bring it back.
Too young to be listening to this, man.
If you're too young, if you're not honest with yourselves, what are things are turn-offs?
What are turn-offs for you?
Oh boy, let me get my list out.
Let's roll it out, actually.
Off the top of my head, when a person lies to me,
this is unnecessary.
Like automatic turn off.
No, I mean, like, all right, so
but everybody,
if someone, I'm saying before you know them, like, just
like physical.
Yeah, physical, or like when you're having a conversation. What's the turn off?
If they breath stink, if they stink in general, like hygiene is very important to me.
Believe that. Believe that.
Hygiene is actually very important, actually. I can only imagine, like, if someone tries to talk to you and, like, they just don't smell good. It's not even say they smell, like, great. It's just, like, they smell bad.
Conversation over. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut it short. Like, if your breath stink and you're talking to me, I can't talk to you.
Yo, that's really, that's real. Honestly, that's real.
Yeah. What else?
What else, actually? I know a turn out for me. Actually, get back to me, actually. Because my turn-offs are, like, more emotional than they are, like, really physical, to be honest with you.
All right, so when they're talking to you, what's the turn off? Over text or in person?
When they're too cocky.
But isn't that confidence, though?
No, there's a difference between confidence and cockiness.
What do you mean by that?
Especially in a man.
Okay.
Like, if they're confident, they're talking to you like a gentleman. They're not, like, pushing over, you know? Because they know the ground they walk on. They know what they hold, you know? A cocky guy, they got to fake it to make themselves feel good. So they talking to you all types of ways because they think they got it. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And us girls pick that up right away. We're like, okay.
Women are very insightful. That's the thing. I always tell people the best riz is to be your fucking self.
Exactly.
Just to be yourself. If she fuck with you, she fuck with you. That's really what it is, honestly. There have been times too, and honestly, I think that's kind of like a man thing as well too. Like men, I feel like men like subconsciously will try to like flock. You know how a male bird flocks themselves up when they see the female bird. They're like, yo, my feathers are bigger, so you gotta roll with me, and that's literally how they pick in nature.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. Animals need to know, like, it's not all about physical features. It's all about emotionality.
Not for animals, because men act like that for
real. But it really just comes down to, like, you know, just being confident who you are. And I think cockiness is also like a reflection, like, hey, I'm not very confident right now. But you don't know that I'm not confident because I'm going to act like I'm this, even though I'm not, to be honest with you. Like Shakespeare Hamilton?
I believe so. I don't know about all that, but I know the place called Hamilton.
I think it has something to do with Shakespeare. Does it have something to do with Shakespeare? Okay. No. Hamilton. Guys, you ain't seen Hamilton? Go see Hamilton, man. Let us know what Hamilton is. Okay. Sorry, I was just holding that in for like literally since this morning.
Wow.
Since this morning.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
What's his face? So to the modeling, what really mostly happened, or like how'd you like get into the career like after high school and stuff? Because you know you graduate high school and then what happened after that?
I just started building my portfolio, like reaching out to random photographers and shooting with them.
Oh, okay, awesome. So it's just like it really just as simple as just hitting up photographers and just be like, hey, this is me. I like do this. Let's make it happen, and then we just make it happen. Like, has there been? I can only imagine, like, has there been like times where like you hit somebody up and like you guys had like a bad shoot? Like, is there ever a time like you had like a bad shoot?
No. I mean,
I don't have bad shoots. I just have less shoots.
So for your photographer, do you have a type of photographer for a type of shoot, or the photographer is just all in one type of photographer when you're looking?
Yeah, all in one. If I fuck with the work, like I scroll on their Instagram, and if I like their work, I hit them up. But now they hit me up, so
now they on my doorstep. Now they hit me up.
Don't make it sound like that.
All right, my bad.
I'm weird.
But that's dope though. That's dope. Like, I think it gets to a level like growth when like now instead of you reaching out, they're reaching out to you and stuff like that. So like when photographers or like agencies just hit you up and be like, hey, can you do this? Like, what are the things you look like when you say you scroll through a photographer's work? Like, what are the things that you kind of look at in a photographer to be like, okay, this is someone I could probably shoot with?
And the quality and just like how they get the angles.
Okay.
It's all about the angles.
It's all about angles.
Yeah.
It's not, you see, people don't understand that, like, you can't just take a picture of me, like, straight up. Like, you have to, like, personally, my favorite angle is, like, you're not like, the center of the camera, but you're in the picture. If that makes sense. Like, I like that type of angle, you feel me? Like, don't ever take a picture, like, me in front of it. You feel me? That's just weird. Or, like...
You make it weird. Because we can take some pictures of you after, they gonna come out fire, trust me.
I appreciate that, gang. I appreciate that. Goodness gracious. Honestly, I'm gonna start like applying that advice where it's just like don't overthink it. Like it's a fucking picture.
Yep.
Like you're not gonna evaporate if you see a picture you don't like it. Like you can just delete it and whatnot. But I don't know. It takes a level of confidence to do what you gotta do.
When you do post in your story, do you ever look back and be like, oh man,
There's something
like,
I could have done better.
No, Laura, it's like you don't have times you're like scrolling through your story and like, yo, why did I do that? Or like, oh,
There's been a lot of times I did that.
Every single time I'm drunk. I regret it the next morning. That's why I don't post anymore. Like when I'm drunk outside.
Goodness gracious. Well, it depends.
Put
How?
the phone away.
Well, how often do you drunk out? Well, how often do you go out?
Yeah.
Not that much.
I used to call you on my wait, hold up. I used to call you on my cell phone. Okay. Fucked up the lyrics, but you know I was about to fucking say. That's it. Whenever you do go out, do people like recognize you?
I'm not that big yet, to be
I mean like not like OD like, oh, let's go get our guys. It's more so just like every once in a while, like probably you run into somebody just like, oh, you do this, or
somebody I know, like from Midwood, somebody from Kingsborough. I used to go to Kingsborough.
Mm-hmm.
Like people I knew, like, you know, from school.
Okay, bet.
Maybe Instagram sometimes.
That's it. They just been following.
Nothing crazy.
Not stalking, just researching. Not stalking, just researching. What's his face? And then wait, hold on, what's this? Okay, my bad. Okay, so once you get through all that and whatnot, and then you decide on the photographer that like kind of hits you up and whatnot, is it more so when you guys are ready to shoot, do you guys like, I guess, try to have a conversation like during the shoot or like before the shoot just to like make it like comfortable, or you guys just like get right into it?
Well, we get right into it, but like I always make sure to make it comfortable for myself and for him. I always crack a joke here and there.
At least I crack a joke on the stove. You feel me? Fry it up real quick. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know this. I can be really corny at times. Oh gosh, like it's bad. Is that a turn off? Corniness?
No, it depends how corny.
Like like corn farmer corny, or like
right now it's not a turn off.
Okay.
If you take it to the next level, probably.
Okay.
So if I try to do a backflip, that's like you do too much. That's it. And honestly, I always tell people like you're never too much. You feel me? Like chances are, if you trying to be like you not weird, the chances are the person you're trying to like talk to is also weird, just like you. You feel me? It's just different weird. But there are people who are like fucking weird. That's it. Remember that, guys. There are fucking weirdos out there. This and the third. But yeah, I think talking to the shoot can like kind of calm the nerves down, because I remember I had a shoot for like my birthday like sometime last year, and for me, like when I get super nervous, I get super talkative, but then I'm always talkative, so I guess I'm always nervous. But like I'll try to crack too many jokes, because like I'll say the first joke and like it won't get an initial reaction, I won't get the reaction I want, and I'm like, fuck.
Nah, right. They're just feeling you out. Like, all right.
That kind of weird.
Feeling you out, and seeing what type of person you are.
Okay, so how many jokes does it take for someone to say to you, for you to be like, okay, this is what I feel like I'm gonna get from this person?
What you mean? Like if I'm saying the joke?
No, if they're saying the joke, like if they're trying to like, I guess, ease up the tension or like ease up the conversation, like how long does it take for you to be like, okay, I got what I needed to know from this person?
After the first one.
After the first fucking joke.
Wow.
How many jokes does it take for you, Brian?
Say it again.
It's like how many jokes? I wouldn't say how many jokes, but like how long does it really take for you? Like let's say someone's trying to talk to you, for you to be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna get from the person.
The third one, I don't know.
Because like for me, like I have a time limit with people. For me, I say a 2-minute rule. 1 minute introductions. The next minute, can we laugh?
All right, I say it depends on the setting though.
If we're at a party,
I feel like if you're at a party, it's easy.
Actually, if you're at a party, I'm gonna be real. Actually, at a party, it's easier because everyone's drunk, so the time is extended. So instead of 2, it's like 3 minutes. You feel me? Because like the first minute is like, oh, we're both drunk. Let's acknowledge that we're drunk. The second and third minute.
See, that's how you feel off the energy, though. That's how you feel off the energy.
But you don't even gotta be funny. You just gotta have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like dark humor or like dry humor?
Both.
What about you, Brian?
I don't like dark humor. I like dark humor on TV shows.
Like The Office?
Nah. I think what's that show called? The Boys. I think that has a lot of.
But The
dark humor.
Boys is like, okay, I don't know about you, but I really don't like violent TV shows. Like, what I mean like violent, like gory violent. I feel like y'all doing a much. Like, you feel me? Like when I see TV shows of like people like getting their head literally punched off, or like you can see them get like shot and like gory, like that's too much.
Oh, I love that.
I love how she said like she didn't even break face. Like, nah, I love that. That's for me. Like, what is it? Like, it's because just the realness of it.
Yeah, like my attention span. Like if it's not that, I'm not watching it. Cause then I get bored easily, you know.
Damn. So like, are the shows you're really into like more like gory or stuff like that?
Yeah, like I watch CSI. I watch
Oh.
The Walking Dead, shit like that.
The nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. Brian says I'm not into good shows.
No, you're not.
But what do you watch?
Okay, well, I watch anime. Okay,
No.
that's
No,
all right.
minus anime.
All right, minus
TV
anime.
shows,
All right, TV shows. We're talking about TV shows. I'm talking about like
you put on Netflix, you put on Hulu, you put on HBO Max. What are you watching?
I'm watching what? Ginny and Georgia. Ginny and Georgia season 2 is coming out on January 5th. That's it.
I don't know. That is.
I've watched. I'm about to tell you right now. I've watched this show called The End of the Fucking World. It's some British show. British shows are always good.
You into shit like that? Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
into.
okay, I'm
hold
glad
up.
you-
I've watched
I'm glad
Black
you-
Mirror. I've watched Sex Education. I've watched Big Mouth. I'm into. Honestly, I'm into funny shit.
Funny too. I mean,
These are funny
name
shows,
some
bro.
You need some alright shows.
What was the bad shows I've named? What was the bad shows I named?
Yeah, not bad, but like, alright.
That's not
it's
something you
not,
would watch.
It's not good.
End of the fucking world. I watched like one episode. I'm like, what is this?
You don't. It didn't resonate with you. Honestly, I think I was hooked in from the first episode. It's just like it's weird. Like it's just like first of all, the name doesn't even like the name doesn't really like relate with the story too much. To be honest with you, and it's just like it's weird, but I liked it. Like the first episode was just like okay, and I'm wondering like what's gonna happen in the next 10 episodes. I'm into shit like that. British shows. Tiptoe to it. Sorry, my bad.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm a wild card. So like for example, HBO Max. I watch like Succession. If you know that show. What's that other show?
Insecure.
All right, yeah, nah. I like Insecure.
I never heard of that.
That's scary. What else, Ryan?
There's another one. It is also a British show, but it's about like finances and shit like that. Yeah, just shit like that. I don't have it in front of me,
I
but
like how y'all like naming the shows that describe you guys. Like you just named the funny ones, and he's naming like the business. I feel like that's you. I don't know.
Why do I feel like this is?
I feel like
Why do I feel like she run the podcast and she interviewing us? I feel like what y'all just said just now is what describes y'all.
yeah, and I like that. That's how it
Okay.
should
This should be the episode called featuring Brian and Julius because we're
Yeah,
this
right.
now. Shit,
be. It's about time.
nah, it's insane. Now that you're thinking about it, I do watch shows based on my personality. I'll be honest with you. Honesty hour, I just feel as if like I'm into like really cliche. I wouldn't say romantic, but just very like cliche like fairy tale shit. Like if it's already a fantasy, why do you want to make it like a realistic? You already know this is not. You already know this doesn't happen. Or like even the story. I mean, with the sections of like the story that like based on a true story and stuff. Like if you're watching a TV show, no matter about what, you know this is like not real. You know this is like a made up story. So like, why not just have makeup elements? What happened to the guys coming? What happened to the guys coming on horses to pick up their women?
I'm weak.
What happened to that? What happened to courting?
yeah, right.
I'm into stuff like that. I think that's cool.
Like love letters and shit.
Yes. What happened to going to the parents' house and asking, "Can I take your daughter in marriage?"
I don't know about all that.
Brian, is there things you want to?
Discord coming soon.
What's a Discord?
All right, so basically for the people that don't know, Discord is like a little community, and it has like it's basically a community, and it's for people to get to know you more, and you could reach more people with that. and they can invite their like friends or whatever.
Would you consider making a Discord ever?
I'm gonna need some more information because I don't know.
Oh, I thought a lot of people knew what a Discord was.
I mean, I think a lot of people have heard of a Discord, but like no one really knows.
It's just
like,
basically a community where like it's just another way for people to get to know you. Like you could be more intimate with your like fans or whatever, followers more.
And speaking of being more intimate followers I guess one question I could have for you is just like for someone who is like in modeling and for people who are thinking about modeling or are in modeling right now, like what are things that you can tell them to like, or things that they can do to like get themselves out there more often?
Honestly, just step out of your comfort zone and don't keep yourself in the box. Like just because you do modeling don't mean you can't do nothing else, you know?
That's it. You don't gotta be a one-trick pony.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it. What other things do you do outside of modeling?
Well, I write music. I like videography. I do art, like shit like
that. Okay. So like videography, where it's just like
shooting the video, editing, all of that. I love that.
Like for you know how the drill music be, the edits for the drill music, like stuff like that.
Listen, I recorded one video. I was hanging out of the car on the highway, so I'm all about that.
Oh, that wasn't scary to you? The car's not gonna hit you. Like honestly, just staying out in the highway is scary as fuck. That wasn't scary at all.
I don't give a fuck. But then the cops pulled us over, so I was like, it's over.
There's nothing we can do about it now. It's done. But that's really cool. And as for art, like as in like painting or?
I paint usually when I'm sad, but you know, that's just how I express myself.
So like, I guess you paint. No, I know we said wrap it up, but I actually really had to get into this real quick. So,
we can edit this.
What's his face? So, I know you say sometimes you paint like when you're sad and stuff like that. Do you use it like as a form of just like express like how you feel in that moment?
Yeah, it's like a form of therapy. You know, instead of bottling up your feelings, you gotta put it out somewhere. That's my way of putting it out.
Fellas, get her a painting.
Get her a painting.
Like
Paint
that.
for her.
Pay her a picture.
Yep.
Paint her a picture. Go on a fucking horse and say, "Take me to be your husband." That's how you do it. Freaking painting. I guess for me, one thing I use to kind of like channel out whenever I'm feeling sad, I journal. Do you catch yourself journaling? Always write down, because first, like for me, like I'll say it out loud just to see like how it sounds, and I'm like, damn, I sound crazy right now. And so I'm gonna just write on a piece of paper or like write in a book.
Doing that.
Like I think it's because, like you said, the bottle of things inside is just, it's a lot, because as soon as you bottle things up inside, then the next bad thing that happens, the whole scales is gonna tip over and stuff.
It's like you're like a ticking time bomb.
You're gonna explode.
Yeah.
You see what I did there, right? You see what I did there, right? Nah, I was waiting for that actually. Nice up to the alley-oop. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Brian, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. What was it about?
Expressions and stuff.
Oh, I don't know. I talk it out loud to myself, or just think about it in my head. I should definitely like write it down more though. I should definitely do that, and like listen to music that puts me into that mood, or the music that describes how I'm feeling.
Yo, that's real shit, man.
Like,
That's real
I should
shit.
start journaling more for sure.
But people think journaling might be like kind of corny, because it's just like,
But me, like I feel like it's a lot to like. All right, I'm thinking about what I'm running, and just, like write it down. I gotta get a piece of paper. I gotta write it down, or I could type it like on my notes. But
No, writing it down.
yeah,
is better.
see, but yeah.
but for me, like my OCD kind of comes in, because just like, if I'm writing it down, instead of just writing down what comes in my head, I want to be like grammatically correct. So like I'll write it down and be like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Let me just like exit out and let me sound like this. All right,
You're overthinking again.
But the thing is that like, if someone sends arenas, right, I want them to like read it as if they're reading a book. You know, like I'll write it as if I'm trying to write a book.
Write a story.
So you're writing it for others and not yourself?
Oh shit!
What do you mean by that?
She got him.
Yeah.
Nah, this episode is featuring
Got
Julius.
him.
This is featuring Julius and fucking Brian, because this is, I think you flipped on this head. I think you give that aura where it's just like, you'll give people the space to talk, and then it's like, all right, I heard what I had to hear, so now I'm gonna flip it over.
Yeah, I love listening to people talk. I don't know. 'Cause
Fellas,
be a talker so she can listen and stuff. Do you feel as if like when you listen to people, actually it's good that you're a listener more, because then it's just like you're not as reactive and more just like you're more like thought out and more like calculated and stuff. So like when people talk to you, you absorb the information. It's like,
Now,
okay,
like, I'm getting to know you more, you know.
and then it's just like, all right, this is what I found. Like the shows, I think you're right. The shows I fucking pick, that's who I am. And the shows you pick, that's who you are.
I mean, I think I gave I didn't give like my wide variety, but I could see what you're saying.
That's really what it is. So honestly, episode 13 the fucking podcast, man. Juice and Brian and Narmina. Wait. Narmina. I'm saying it. No, I'm not saying it with a flow. You say it.
Yeah.
Narmina.
Yeah, I like how he says it.
Narmina.
No.
You're thinking about it too much.
I'm not thinking about it. Narmina.
Why are you saying it?
Yeah, now you're saying it.
All right, I got you. All right, you ready? Narmina.
Why are you saying it?
Yeah.
All right, wait, you say it one more time?
Narmina. Just say it.
Narmina.
Yeah.
I said that's what I was saying.
I think he was saying it too fast.
Narmina. All right. But I said one time when I was first saying it, I was like Narmina.
Yeah, that was a little too much because you broke it up in two. You know.
I bet. Narmina. Shouts to Narmina, man. Shouts to Narmina. If people want to find you somewhere, where can they find you at?
My Instagram is Narmina Sada.
Okay.
And I'll be on TikTok too, so
Check that TikTok.
it's 444NZ.
What inspired that name though? 444. Like.
That's like my angel number.
Before we wrap this up, because angel numbers, also when we were looking through the highlights, we realized that there was a lot of angel numbers there. And I'm like, oh, this girl's she's into the wings. All right, that was bad. That was bad. Get me off the mic, honestly, get me off the mic. Is there like a connection you have with angel numbers?
I mean, it goes hand in hand with spirituality. I'm very spiritual, so, you know.
Are you spiritual?
Yeah.
Nah, you're funny as hell. Like, yeah, I know how to get,
Like,
ghostly.
Like, spiritual how though? Because there's different spiritual.
I was thinking about that. I believe in God and stuff like that, but I believe in signs. I believe in God. Yeah, I believe in signs. I believe in God, and I feel like the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get back.
I agree.
And as for me, thanks for asking. What's his face? For me, it's like, I mean, obviously, I believe in God and whatnot, and I do follow the Bible too, and I know a lot of people just don't, and that's fine. But that's just the way that's why I correlate my spirituality with, like, why I believe what I read. And so for me, like, I have to read it for, like, to believe it.
Believe that.
You feel me?
I mean,
So
I'm supposed to be, like, Muslim, but I'm not religious. But sometimes I listen to, like, the Quran in the back.
does that, like, give you a sense of, like, ease?
Yeah. It's like listening to meditation music to me. So sometimes I put it on in the background.
Okay.
I don't understand what they're saying, but it's like...
It's just meditation.
Yeah.
That's it. Where's your family from?
Azerbaijan. I'm from there too, so...
Oh, born and raised?
I came here when I was 5.
Goodness gracious. And what's the language they speak over there?
They speak Azeri and Russian.
Oh.
Foreign.
We're gonna put that in the link. We're gonna put the country in the fucking description, because I haven't heard the country before.
Yeah, people do their, like, know more about where you come from, stuff like
100%. Actually, do people recognize where you come from mostly, or?
They usually think I'm like either Spanish or Turkish, but they never guess like Azerbaijan because they don't usually know where that is.
Yeah, I never heard about that place.
Where's that?
It's in Asia.
Oh, like not Middle East.
Like around there,
My bad. My bad. Goodness. I feel like when people get to other countries and I haven't heard of them before, like, it makes me feel like where I'm from is, like, just generic. Even though I shouldn't be thinking that way, it's just like, I'm Grenadian. Like that's it. Like Grenadian. Like I don't.
What you mean? That's it. That's good.
I mean, yeah. I'm from the Caribbean and cool, and like yes, I need to be like more in tune with my culture 1000%. But like, I don't know. Like I feel like I guess I'm just comparing myself to others subconsciously and stuff like that. You know. So when you say your country, I'm like, damn. Maybe I'm not.
Maybe I'm not cool.
Maybe I'm not that cool. But forget what other people think, man. That's it. Any announcements on my part? Honestly, episode I already said episode 13 1,000 times. Yeah. Episode 14 will be coming soon, to be honest with you. Episode 12 is also gonna drop on Tuesday, so y'all gotta stay tuned for that 100%. And Julius O'Brien with the podcast. Well, actually, no, is Narmina with the podcast featuring Julius O'Brien because she fucking took it over today. That's it. You feel what it is, y'all. 3% podcast. We'll be with y'all next time.